Good afternoon, it's Natalie aka the Spoonie Mummy, and I'm filming my May favourites today. I normally do this on the blog, but I thought this month I'd change it up a little bit, and because I'm running behind with the month's posts, I thought I'd film for today's video. I'd film it instead. So a few of the bits I've got that I can actually show you, a few of them I'll just tell you about, but I hope you enjoy them and they may inspire you to buy or watch or try or whatever they may do. I'm going to start with the makeup bits, I think. This isn't a new favourite, it's actually a rediscovery, but it's the Radiance Reveal Concealer by I can't even remember who this is by now. Bourjois, that's it. I couldn't find it on the pot. Yeah, I've had this for a while, but I've just rediscovered it and I'm really liking it. It's not the highest amount of coverage, but it definitely just brightens up the area and makes it look a lot better. I have really quite severe bags. I'm often dehydrated, so that doesn't help. But this is sort of working really well for me at the moment. So yeah, definitely one to try if you suffer like me. Really been liking using that again. The next thing is a new purchase. It's the Revolution Fast Base Stick. I picked this up because in summer I generally like using sort of just a BB cream or something like that. I don't like caking my skin with too much stuff, but I picked this up and it's really great. It's foundation basically in a stick. And you can just plonk it on the areas that you need to. So I can whack on my CC cream in the morning, which I've been using, and then just dot this literally where I need it, and it's really good. Gives a bit of coverage, just evens out my skin, I think, and blends in really nicely. It's really, I thought it was going to be more chalky than it is, but it isn't. It's really sort of soft and so it just blends in really well. I'm no makeup expert, you can probably tell, but yeah, these are just products I've picked up and I'm enjoying, so that's that one. And then the final one is one I actually saw recommended on a YouTube video by somebody else. I'm not sure, I can't remember who it was that showed this, but it's from Primark, the PS range. It's the Chocolate Cheek palette. It looks like this, and one of the most amazing things is it smells like chocolate when you open it. It's really lovely, and it's got these shades in it. So it's got like a highlighter and then I think like a bronzy contoury shade, which I don't really use, to be fair. I use the highlighter if I go somewhere, say I'm going up to stay at Steve's. I'll often take this because it's just one thing to take, so I'll use the highlighter out of it. But it's got these two really lovely blusher shades. This one especially I just adore. It's sort of like a purpley colour, I suppose. I don't know whether you can see that very well there, but yeah, really lovely. They look great. Bless you, that was my little doggy sneezing away back there. So yeah, and I think it was something ridiculous like £4. Yeah, £4 it was. So you can't really go wrong for 4 shades. And like I say, I've not used this colour at all, but I do use these two sometimes, but this one is virtually my everyday blusher at the minute. I'm wearing it all the time and I really like it. Next up I will go on to the health kind of bits, and you've probably seen me mention this before. It's the Better You Oral Iron Spray, which I've been testing out for a balanced belly, so the full review will be up on there soon. But you basically give it a shake. I've not put it in today, so I'm going to show you how I use it. You pop it in your mouth and you spray it into your cheeks, so it's 4 sprays, so it's literally as quick as that. And it's not the best tasting thing. It's supposed to be baked apple flavour, but it's not terrible, you know. And it seems to be working really well. I went and picked up my blood results last week from my GP, and my iron is the highest it's been in absolute years, without some form of radical help. And even with that, it's generally still between the levels of 8 and 10. At the moment it's 12, so this is definitely working. It's particularly good for people like me with Crohn's who don't absorb things very well through the digestive system. This absorbs obviously through the skin in your cheeks, so you get a lot more of it in your system, and definitely worth a look if you struggle like me with your iron, you're anemic, and you struggle with things like iron tablets and oral iron. Very, very impressed with that, and I'll definitely be repurchasing once this one that I've been sent to test runs out. Next up is this pretty candle. I absolutely love it. I picked this up from TK Maxx in Derby. It's a sage and sea salt candle from Sand and Fog. It was $6.99. I absolutely loved the smell of this and the colour of this glass pot, which I'll obviously keep. It's sort of like a pinky peachy colour, which just goes perfectly in our bedroom, which is where its home is. But yeah, it was in the TK Maxx in Derby. We don't have a separate home sense in Derby. It's actually housed within the TK Maxx, but I absolutely love it in there. There's also a big one when I go up to Steve's. There's a big one up there Leeds way. They've got a big actual home sense store, and I love going, especially in the autumn and at Christmas. Their sort of ranges for autumn and Halloween and then for Christmas are just fantastic. But this is one that I picked up just when we were in there having a little look the other day, and it's really lovely. I don't think I've got anything else to show you. The next thing I wanted to talk about was food, and I don't know whether you've seen, Walkers have released some new crisps. So we had to get them. Cheese fondue went straight out the window. We gave those away. I can't do cheese crisps. I just don't like them. So I love cheese, love it, but I just cannot do cheese crisps. The smell just makes me want to vomit. But the lamb and mint and the chicken tikka masala ones are absolutely divine. The chicken tikka masala definitely are my favourites. So very much worth a try if you want to try. I've not tried, I think they've got a sweet chilli one, which I haven't tried. Steve has, and they do a sweet chilli. I think it's the Sensations they do a sweet chilli. But these ones aren't quite as nice, he says he doesn't think. And I think there's a barbecue type one which I haven't tried yet, so once I've given those a go I'll let you know what I think as well. But the chicken tikka masala ones definitely, and the lamb and mint are lovely as well. Really really meaty rather than minty, which I really like because I love lamb anyway, so that was great for me. Netflix this month I have been enjoying some more documentary based things, and I watched a really good one. I'm really into sort of like true crime, and especially with a psychological spin on things, because I study psychology and things, it is of interest to me anyway. But the Girls Incarcerated series on Netflix, I think it's like 8 parts. It's focused on teenage girls who are in a juvenile centre in America for committing crimes. It follows their stories, talks about why they're in there, what this place does for the girls that are in there, and how it helps rehabilitate them. And they do an absolutely fantastic job. It really does look great. But yeah, I really enjoyed that and literally finished it within about 2 or 3 days, so that's definitely worth a watch if you're also into things like that. Let me just check my list. Missed one out on the makeup front. It's not really makeup, it's more skincare, but I went into Lush the other day because they'd run out of the Sleepy Balm moisturiser stuff, so picked some more of that up. And while I was there I was looking at skincare, and one of the ladies came up who works there and was really helpful and suggested I try, they're like almost like look like soap bars, and you basically rub them straight onto your face. She did it, a test on my hand, and my hands it's just so moisturised. It was really lovely, and I struggle with dry patches on my skin, and it gets quite dehydrated, so I like to try and treat it, and I use masks and things as part of my nighttime routine. You can use it on its own before you then top up with moisturiser, or you can use it, she said it's really good if you use it under a mask, and it helps the masks work a lot better. So I've done that once, and it definitely does. My skin feels amazing after I've used it. But they're definitely worth a look if you have dry and dehydrated skin like me. I think they have a few different varieties of them. The one I picked was the one that was going to help my skin the most, but I find the people in Lush are absolutely amazing, and they're most like helpful, friendly people on earth, I think. They really are so lovely in there. So that's brilliant. And the other thing I thought I'd talk about was the royal wedding, which happened in May. We had a really, really great day. The boys were with us, and I'm quite a royalist. I love the royal family. I love a little bit of celebration and something lovely to look forward to. So on the day, we had it on the telly all sort of the whole morning. We did some royal wedding themed crafts. We made crowns and did bits and bobs like that, made flags, and then we had for lunch, I did like a tea party themed spread, sort of very traditionally British, I suppose. We had scones with jam and things like that, and it was really, really lovely. The boys really enjoyed watching it. They enjoyed watching everybody arrive. Riley's been studying the royal family at school, so he was pointing out all the royals and talking about who they were, and that was really great. So yeah, we had a lovely day, and at the end of this I'll just insert a few clips with some photos in showing you what we got up to. But yeah, it was a really, really lovely day, and I thought Megan looked absolutely stunning. Harry looked great, and I thought it was just a really lovely celebration, and you could just see how much they adored each other, which I thought was just really wonderful. So many congratulations to them, and I hope you enjoyed it too, and I hope you had a fab March, and May. It won't be too long before I'm back with my June favourites, because this, like I say, is going out a little bit later than it normally would, but they'll either be up on the blog or the vlog, depending on where I put them next month. But you can check out the blog at www.spooniemummy.com. I'll place any relevant links in the box below, and if you're not already subscribed, it'd be lovely if you could hit the subscribe button. I post a video on a Tuesday, and a weekly vlog goes up on a Thursday. There may well be other bits and bobs in between that as well, but that's sort of the schedule at the minute. And on my blog, a post goes up on a Monday, a Wednesday and a Friday. So yeah, it'd be great to have you stick around, and lovely to see your support, and thank you very much for watching. See you soon, bye.